You're in East Berlin at our wonderful 1832 log house. This is a true log house. It is 21 by 23. A log cabin would not have exceeded 20 by 20. It is a story and a half. This house was located on a farm at Red Hill, and that's below Cross Keys. And the Myers family had built it and had used it on their farm. The last people that dwelled here up till 1959, they had 9 children and 2 adults. Well, I would like to welcome you to our log house, and if you would please come in, I'll show you my kitchen and how we lived in 1832. Right now, I am fixing the Dutch oven with hot coals to bake my spinach tart. You would put coals under and on top. That will be your oven. I can bake, fry, and stew everything in these kettles. I can bake a cake. I can bake a pie. One thing that's delicious is roast beef and pig stomach, which would be a German dish that we all enjoy. What I'm baking today in our Dutch oven or bake kettle, either or, I have coals under and on top. And I will show you. You have to do this carefully because you do not want to get your ashes in your food. And this is a spinach tart. The recipe is very authentic, late 1700s. Right now, early spring, we would have had spinach. We would eat what we had. Our stores in our cold cellar are getting quite thin. So we're glad to have spinach and dandelion. Rhubarb would be some of the things that we would enjoy now. But today I'm going to improvise and pull out my crane where I'm heating some water for tea. I would also heat a bigger bucket if I was doing my dishes, if I needed hot water for other uses, and then I would put it back. And I could make soup in this kettle hanging over the fire, and it's a very useful device. I have other implements here. This would be my fork to turn my roast. This is my spatula that I could use to turn my pancake. And I'm lucky I have 2 forks. Also, these can extend down that I could put the kettle closer to the fire. This is a whip. You could use that to whip your eggs or your egg whites. I'd like to welcome you to our kitchen today. These are some of the cooking implements that I use. These are spiders. They have legs. You could put them and use them like the Dutch oven. You would put the coals underneath. You could actually sit it right into the fire if you so choose. This is essentially a frying pan. It has feet as well. This is a Dutch oven, like I showed you that I'm using in the Hearth today. And I can bake. I can bake a cake in there. It makes wonderful roast beef. And this is a reflector oven. You would set this near the fire. You would put your cookies in there on the tray, and then set it facing the fire. And this in the back, it would reflect the heat and bake your goods. I have a large one, and I have a smaller one. This is a rolling pin that would have been used daily, I'm sure. There were 3 meals cooked every day. Sometimes the evening meal would have been a lighter meal. A kitchen like this would have probably had bowls, anything that had a pouring spout that would have been useful. Definitely the mortar and pestle would have been a staple in every home, because you would need to grind your spices, your peppercorns, and anything like that, and you would use it like this. You would definitely need a water pitcher. So that would have been something you would have used every day on your table for your water. Today I have a loaf of bread that was baked in the hearth. I have cheese and apple butter for my friends that are going to stop by. And this is a rhubarb pie. Right now, in season, like I said, you would have eaten what was available. And rhubarb was available in the spring. And it was actually called a pie plant. And so they would have eaten sauce, cobblers, and pie from the rhubarb, which was very nutritious. They also ate dandelion. They would have gathered that before it decided to make a flour. That was very nutritious, high in iron, and they would have wanted to have that early in the spring because they did not have vitamins to take. They relied on their food sources for their vitamins and well-being. The one thing I'd like to say today is George Washington nor Thaddeus Stevens ever slept here. Our house is not that famous, but it is precious to us.